Hello, everyone. Today, I came to talk to you about the topic of healing. We're not going to discuss a song this time, but those will be back. But healing has been coming up a lot in my sessions lately, so it has been placed on my heart to just talk about it briefly with you. When we talk about healing, there's two different definitions we can take into consideration. The first one is the theoretical definition. Healing is a positive and subjective and unpredictable process, very unpredictable, but it involves a transformation to a new sense of wholeness, right? And then you have your operational definition, which involves healing being a personal experience of transcending suffering and transforming to wholeness. When we think about healing, the first thing we want to take into consideration is awareness. Awareness is huge, and it is the first step in many of the things that we are going to be handling in life when we think about ways that we want to change. You must be aware that a problem exists before you can act on solving it. So, awareness is key. After you experience awareness, then you can experience acceptance. When you think about acceptance and how powerful it is, think about it along these lines. If we deny something or we are ignorant to something, that is often our greatest barrier. Because if we don't want to recognize that there's a problem, then we can't fix it. But once we accept it, acceptance can be our greatest liberator. So with acceptance comes self-compassion. Once you accept that there's a problem and that you want to work towards healing, then you need to be able and be ready to utilize self-compassion. Self-compassion is simply the compassion that you would give towards others turned inward. You need to be compassionate and loving towards yourself because healing is a process and you're going to need you throughout that process. Most people are held back from healing by shame. If it's not shame, then it's fear. It might be a fear of vulnerability. And a lot of the times that's what limits our potential when it comes to healing. But this is where wholehearted living comes into play and why it's so essential. Dr. Brene, in her book, The Gifts of Imperfection, she provided us with 10 different guideposts for wholehearted living. In there, she shares that if we strive towards this wholehearted living through these 10 guideposts, then it will help us to be able to cultivate the type of life that is ripe for healing. And that is so powerful. What I'm going to do is put those 10 guideposts in the comment section under this post so that way you have them to be able to look at and review. I highly suggest that you get her book, The Gifts of Imperfection, because she breaks down the 10 different guideposts. And I want you, as you think about these guideposts, to think about the healing that can happen in your life if you cultivate these very tangible and free elements into your life and let go of what's weighing you down. Have a good one.